Basic Buddhism, the 12-link Chain of Causation, Part 2, Inner Causation. The 12 links or stages are 1. Ignorance, 2. Actions, 3. Consciousness, 4. Name and form, 5. The 6 entrances, that's the 5 senses and the mind, 6. Contact, 7. Sensation, 8. Desire, 9. Clinging, 10. Existence, 11. Birth, 12. Old age and death. In Part 1, we studied outer causation, or the process through which a human being is born, grows, ages, and dies. Now we will study Part 2, inner causation, because the 12-link chain of causation, or dependent origination, also applies to the growth and changes in one's mind. Ignorance is failure to know universal truth, or to disregard the way even if we know it. It is the cause of all illusion and a failure to deeply understand basic Buddhist principles. This predisposition is the cause of repeated actions which are contrary to universal harmony. This involves actions in the present as well as those of the past. Because of ignorance of the truth, one repeatedly behaves, speaks, and thinks contrary to the truth. One action, thought, or words leads to another. These actions, thoughts, or words begins to add up or accumulate. This is expressed by sayings such as you reap what you sow. One action based on ignorance leads to another based on ignorance, and so on. It is this accumulation of actions, thoughts, and words over time which is the basic idea behind karma. If we act in ignorance, our actions, thoughts, and words builds up negatively. Through learning the universal truth and acting in harmony with it, our actions, thoughts, and words build up for our benefit as well as for the benefit of all beings. This is a simple way of looking at karma. Consciousness is awareness and perception of what is happening around us each moment, moment by moment. That awareness is colored by our past experiences or karma. As we act, think, and speak, our awareness and perceptions change. If we continue in ignorance, our consciousness changes in ignorance. If we learn and understand the truth, our consciousness changes in beneficial ways. And our consciousness is always changing. Name and form means mental functions and matter. The former refers to the immaterial being, the soul or spirit, and the latter to the material being, the human body. Taking the two together, name and form refers to our existence. It is our development of the mind and body. It is through consciousness that we are able to have a faint idea of our existence. The 6 entrances are the functions of the sense organs. The 6 sense organs are the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the body, and the mind. The functions of these organs are sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and perception. This is a very important stage affecting the future of the baby after it is born. Though we are aware of our own existence or name and form through consciousness, it is still too vague to constitute an awareness to true knowledge. At the same time that the senses are developing, our mind, by which we perceive the existence of things through the other senses, matures. At this point, we first gain the power to discern things clearly. This is called contact. Contact is the stage at which we are born and we discern or see the world around us. Sensation or perception is the pleasure or pain we experience from mental development and sensing the world around us. These feelings are colored by our past experiences. Feelings give rise to desires, which are spontaneous or impulsive and based on ignorance. It is the state of mind in which we not only have preferences, we cling to them passionately. Clinging or attachment is manifested by our reaching out to attain when we crave. This is called clinging and is often expressed in our thoughts and through physical and verbal actions. This continues the cycle of rebirth. Existence is seeing the duality, and in the evolution of the person's intellect, temperament, and skills as influenced by and as a result of craving. Birth, in this realm of inner causation, is the realization of the evolving self. The self influenced by past actions, thoughts, and words arising out of ignorance. These perpetual thought patterns create a karmic cycle. Old age and death is the inevitable result or consequences of these preceding processes. It is sorrow, grief, and suffering which arise out of actions, thoughts, and words repeated out of our ignorance. Ignorance in the content of Buddhism creates repetition of the cycle of physical birth and death. We can break this cycle by attaining enlightenment and knowing the universal truth. To ignore this teaching creates suffering. To follow this teaching creates nirvana. The 12-link chain of causation, Part 2, Inner Causation. Please like and subscribe to our channel.